It's week 7. These girls are 1 week away from fulfilling their destiny. And when I say girls, it looks to me like we got at least one rooster. That guy, and maybe this one's a rooster too. I don't know. But look how big they are. They're huge. They are just gigantic. And the tractor's working out well. I move it every night about 5, 6 o'clock. Oh, that's disgusting. Why'd you do that on camera? I move it every night about 5, 6 o'clock. And it's working out well. They're cleaner than they would have been. If you've ever messed with meat chickens, you know that they just do a lot of sitting. And if they're sitting in their own filth, they're going to be filthy. And I really like moving them once a day. We'll probably end up getting 15 next time. And if we do, I think I'll move them twice a day possibly. 15 might be a lot in here. But seeing as I wanted 10 and ended up losing 4, I'm going to order 15, which is the minimum from the hatchery I'm going to order from this next time. And figure I'll probably lose a couple. And anyway, we got to get that plucker working, don't we? Don't we? Yes, we do got to get that plucker working. Yes, we do. All right, so here we are, still working on this chicken plucker. Ran into a problem. Broke the pulley wheel while I was taking the squirrel cage fan apart, and so I've had to order a new one. And on the advice of my nephew, who's a mechanic and just an all-around jack of all trades, know-it-all, I've ordered a larger pulley wheel so as to reduce the torque. So we've ordered a 14-inch. Had a heck of a time finding one. Spent more than I wanted to, but it should be coming in soon. And when it does, we'll be able to move forward with that part of it. So what I'm doing today is I've taken these parts off of the squirrel cage and cut them down. And my plan is to put one on each side of this thing. This one will go on this side, and this one will go on that side, and they'll screw down. And the shaft will be secured to each one of those. I sure hope it's going to work. And you'll notice that I've pulled out one of the fingers because I forgot all about running a row upside down. So I'm going to pull out these two also. I don't know how to pull them out, so I'm having to remove them by cutting them, and I hate to do that, but I have tried and tried to get them out, and I just can't do it. If there's a way to do it, I don't know. My neat little tool doesn't work in the reverse. So that was my idiocracy. That was my idiocy. So I'm going to have to put 3 going this way, coming out this way, and they will be the sweeps for the now that I think about it, I think they're going the wrong way. Okay, if this thing's turning, of course I can reverse the polarity. Hey, I might need to run it this way. I have to think about that. Anyway, that's where I am. Started on the frame. Changed my mind on the barrel. Went ahead and cut another barrel because I was going to use this barrel, which had this was really the top instead of the bottom, and I had those 2 bung holes, which were going to cause trouble with the sweeps cleaning it out. So I went ahead and cut another barrel so it'll be a nice smooth bottom, and I think that'll make it better. Anyway, that's where I am right now. Pray for me. All right, this is much easier putting these guys in than it was to put them in that plate. So this is a much thinner wall, and you know how I mentioned that people talk about this satisfying little pop when they go in. Listen to this. Did you hear that? Sorry about the bad camera work, but you heard that little pop. These are going in so much easier. So I'm going with at least 4 rows. I've watched a lot of videos, and most people only do 2 rows with these little columns going up. But I watched one where the guy had 5 rows, and his worked really, really well. So I'm at least going to do 4 rows, and I may add another row. But what you basically do is you measure. You want your finger plate to go in, and then you want to have room for those fingers to not touch these guys. So it ends up being about 8 inches. And so I'm getting that done, and then we'll get back on trying to get that motor rigged up. I'm still waiting on that pulley to come in so I can brake it. All right, got that done. Got the fingers put in the barrel. So we are back to needing to get that pulley so that we can figure out where the shaft's going to go and get the motor mounted. This opportunity, I've got to wait 30 minutes for this to totally set, to give an update. All right, I took the big plunge and I've secured or begun securing the, what do you call this, the bracket that the drive shaft will go into to the feather plate, the first bracket, with this JB weld. This is great stuff. This is plastic to metal bonder, and what I've done is I've put a good bit around there so that it actually will act as a seal for water, hopefully. I'm going to let that set for about 30 minutes or an hour, and then I've got stainless steel screws. I'm going to drill through these holes and put in screws. Then after all that's done, I've got another one that I've got to finish working on, and it will go on the other side, and it will go like that, so that it should be fairly well secured to the feather plate. And the way it secures the these things secure the drive shaft is with those set screws right there. So it may be a little overkill, but I had them from the squirrel cage and I thought I'd use them, and I'm just trying to make it so that it's not going to fail on me. I have removed some of the fingers, and they will go upside down in here so that they will make the sweep. I've also put the barrel back in to the frame, and I've cut out the space for the drain or the sweep. And I'm going to repurpose this old outboard motor gas tank. I think what I'm going to try to do is make a chute. So I'm going to work on that now. I've also started working on the hose that will run in here and spray water down. I still need a part there, so I can't really go forward on that. But I'm getting to the place where we really are going to need that drive pulley, and that won't come in until Tuesday or Wednesday. It'll come in Tuesday, and then Wednesday my nephew is going to do some work to it because it's not exactly the size we need. So, making progress. Okay, this is not easy by yourself. So I got the shaft in and the feather plate in, and you see now I've got some spacers to create a fairly even up and down or horizontal, because now what I need to do is I need to put in the bearings and the motor. I need to build some sort of place for them to grab on, so that they can, and the flywheel, so that they can run. Not easy. So I had it all on here and was ready to put the set screw in, and then I remembered I was supposed to make a flat spot for that set screw, so I had to pull it back out and do that. I tell you what, there's a lot of little things that have to be done. Okay, so I haven't been shooting much video because I've been working all day on this thing. And I thought I was getting somewhere, and suddenly I realized as I went to measure for the belt, I'm touching right there. So what I'm going to have to do is take all this off. I'm going to have to flip this L bracket that way, move this wood that way, so that the motor will still be where it is, but both the metal and the wood will be over there. And yeah, for a minute I toyed with the idea of just cutting out a groove, but that's not the way to do it. This is a test run minus the chicken. Got the water going just the way we want it to. This old motor, which we know is not going to last, but we're going to try to make it work for 6 chickens. All right, go ahead and turn it on. And it seems to be doing what it's supposed to do.